Perimenopause is a time in your life when you need extra love from yourself. Reducing stress, nourishing your body, and sleeping well are the foundations of self-care in our 40s. But there is more we can do to navigate perimenopause symptom-free, have a smooth menopause transition, and set the foundation for a healthy second half of our life. My name is Claudia. I'm a 46-year-old nutritionist and holistic perimenopause coach with a master's in human nutrition and dietetics, and help women in the 40s to reclaim their energy and feel and look their best while navigating perimenopause and menopause. In a society where women in the 40s often manage the demands of raising children, caring for aging parents, and working, finding time for self-care can be rare. People often think of self-care as pampering activities like manicures and massages. While this can be part of self-care, it's important to note that self-care is much more. It means taking care of your body, mind, and spirit in ways that respect and improve your best self. This includes focusing on your health, happiness, and personal needs. For example, self-care might involve eating healthy, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, having yearly health checkups, taking prescribed meds, going to therapy, doing resistance training, meditating, having fun, working on personal growth, and keeping up with friends. These habits help overall health and well-being. Many self-care skills can be learned and practiced over time, and adding them to your daily routines can greatly improve your life, especially during menopause. Women in the 40s and 50s often spend years taking care of others, managing household, focusing on their work and career, and participating in community service. Cultural expectations often push women to put caregiving first, sometimes neglecting their own health and well-being. However, self-care is crucial for women to feel worthy and valued, not just for what they do for others, but as individuals. Remember, you need to be well to care for others. Just like in an emergency, you must put your own oxygen mask before helping others. Effective self-care strategies and physical activity like strength training can help lower the risk of certain diseases, manage current health issues, boost physical strength, and establish a base for wellness and resilience. For instance, consistent resistance training can help lower the risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis. Better bone density can be the difference between getting a bruise or suffering a fracture from a fall, which can be life-saving, considering the higher mortality rate linked to hip fractures. Self-care is about nurturing your body, mind, and spirit in a way that reflects your best self. This can include everything from eating more vegetables to simply having more fun. You might already be familiar with self-care practices such as creating a self-care menu, investing in your future self, and balancing current and future needs. Let's have a look at each one of them. Creating a self-care menu means finding the best practices that fit your lifestyle and needs. We can divide the self-care practices in 7 categories, and inside each category we have multiple options. The 7 categories are movement, nutrition, general health, social connection, creativity and personal development, comfort and relaxation, ease of living. Inside, for example, of the movement category, we have dancing, resistance training, yoga, cardio, walk, you name it. In the nutrition category, we have eating enough protein, hydration, incorporating brassica vegetables, consuming daily probiotic foods, and eat 30 or more plant-based foods a week for your gut health. The list goes on, and because it's so extensive, it's important to create a self-care menu and cherry-pick your activities. Understanding the concept of your future self can be transformative. When you regularly practice self-care, you invest in your future self, making tomorrow easier, healthier, and happier. In addition, self-care that aligns with your values and goals can be a powerful motivator. So ask yourself, what are my life values? What are my life goals? What do I want to be reminded for once I'm gone? Now, based on your answers and thinking of your future self, ask yourself, what can I do today that my future self will thank me for? These can be daily actions you can take to support your future well-being. Our future self is not our only priority, as life is constantly throwing new challenges our way. And so we need to find the balance between future goals and current needs and desires, knowing that the latter might not be always aligned with long-term aspiration, and that's okay too. Our goal is to move towards our future selves while caring for our current needs. At the same time, we should recognize behaviors that conflict with long-term goals and explore the reasons behind them. Comfort, competing commitments, lack of skills, and uncertainty are common reasons we might struggle to stick to our plans. Analyzing the pros and cons of our actions is a way to remind ourselves that we are in control and that it's okay to adjust our plans if needed. Now that we have learned about self-care practices, let's have a look at 3 pillars of self-care which really are the foundations that make self-care happen. The first pillar of self-care is self-advocacy. Menopause can bring annoying symptoms, and in order to deal with them effectively, we need to stand up for ourselves. Unfortunately, finding good care can be hard, especially if you have other health problems. Many doctors don't know much about menopause, which makes things tougher. So, how can you support yourself? Learn about menopause. This will help you be ready for doctor visits and make smart choices. Create a support network. Find doctors who know about menopause. Get second opinions if you need to. Check out healthcare options. Add these to your self-care plan. For example, if you have troubles with urine leaks, make an appointment with a pelvic health physiotherapist. Stay informed. Know about the symptoms and treatments. This will help you follow up with the right doctors. Keep trying. If you don't get along with one doctor or don't find quick relief, don't give up. It might take some trial and error. Self-advocacy is important in other parts of your life too, like at work and in daily activities. Listen to your body, trust your feelings, and look for answers when something feels wrong. Take action even if you have limited choices. The second pillar of self-care is social connections. Healthy relationships are crucial for connection and support. As social beings, we need our relationships for encouragement, support, and validation. Your key relationships might include family, friends, co-workers, and even pets. Some relationships might boost your energy, while others might not. Midlife often brings changes in your social life. Your children might move out, your circle of friends could change, or your relationship with your partner might shift. You might need to make new friends who have similar interests or are in the same stage of life. Taking care of supportive relationships and letting go of those that aren't helpful is a strong form of self-care. Good relationships greatly affect your health and happiness, predicting success in many areas of life. To improve your social support, spend time with people who make you feel good and lift you up. This may mean reaching out to friends or finding women in your community or online who think like you. Notice the people you often talk about and lean on those connections for support. Learning self-care skills takes time, but even small steps can bring big benefits and make learning other skills easier. The third pillar of self-care is self-prioritization, and I think this is one of the most difficult for many of my clients. Making yourself a priority means recognizing your value and dedicating time and energy to your needs. Society often pushes women to put others first, whether it's their children, partners, or parents. Even self-care is often viewed as a way to take better care of others. However, the message here is different. Women deserve self-care for their own sake, simply because they are worth it. To move away from the others first mindset, understand that your needs do not have to come second. Putting yourself first is crucial for managing menopause and can be difficult. It might involve negotiating for downtime or quiet time where no one disturbs you, creating a private space at home where you can relax and recenter, and say no to others' requests so you can do something for yourself, like attending a yoga class or going to bed earlier. Steps might seem simple, but can be difficult if you're not used to putting yourself first. Start with small actions to prioritize your needs. For example, if you know that walking helps you with anxiety, can you schedule 15 minutes for a solo walk once or twice this week? If you have had a lot of appointments lately, could you book some time just for you? What will bring you joy during this time? If your kid's schedule is hectic, could your partner handle the carpool one day a week so you can spend some time reading or relaxing? Even small steps in self-prioritization can help manage symptoms, reduce stress, and promote health, making this life phase more enjoyable. Remember that you deserve to thrive in this next phase of life, and something that could help is taking the right supplements. So check out this video next to learn which ones would be best for you. If you're looking for more perimenopause advice, download my free guide How to Navigate Perimenopause from the link in the description box. Thanks so much for tuning in e ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!